Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Neo. In this video, we are playing around with some Uber Extendo nail tips. I am still in the holiday Halloween spirit and wanted to do something a little dark, a little edgy, and definitely work around with some colors in mind. So that's what's happening here. These nails are not intended to stay on. I'm just playing around on my friend's fingers because, why not? So I went ahead and actually prepped the nails in a way where these tips will actually snap off if given just a little bit of pressure. And one of them actually came off mid, work while I was designing the nails. We just glued it back on, but if you would like to know how to prep your nails in a way where you can practice on yourself or on someone else and then safely remove the nails, I will do that. I wanted to work a red and black themed nail for Halloween, something a little elegant but edgy, and I think it came out kind of great. This color that I'm using is a bright red. I think it's I actually don't know who it's by, but I'm going to list it down below. I am doing a ombre, 3-color ombre nail. So we have that bright red. We're going in with a darker, kind of blood colored red, and then we're going to use a black by the cuticle area. So black is an interesting color to use, especially by the cuticle area, because it is hella pigmented and it bleeds, boy. Okay, it really, really bleeds. So first thing that I did besides prepping the nail is add a coat of clear acrylic to kind of help to blend that tip, because these are those thick plastic extendo tips. They do not blend very well into the natural nail area. So I added that clear acrylic to make sure that it was a smooth transition so you wouldn't see that harsh line. And then I'm just going back in with my middle dark red color because it kind of got lost with the black. On this nail, I am going to extend the nail bed. We're going to be doing a French. So I'm just creating a semi-decent smile line. I wanted it to be a deep French, but didn't really care about building a really, really perfect smile line. I'm just extending the nail bed with this color. It's called Peanut. I've talked about it before. It's a sugar and cream acrylic, which is my favorite acrylic brand. I'm just making this arbitrary nail bed shape. You can see I'm using my brush to kind of sculpt this almond kind of shape with the acrylic. It doesn't have to be perfect. If you do want it to be perfect, just wait for it to dry, go in with a nail file and clean up that smile line. But yeah, for me, it didn't really matter because this is just a practice set and we were going to take these off right after. So I'm just building up the shape or the thickness with the same the nude peanut color. And we're going to do something a little bit fun with that nail. So I'm just going to let that hang out for a bit. On this nail, we are going all black. So I'm just applying an all black acrylic on this nail. And I am going to be clear capping the nails afterwards. On the thumb, I am doing another ombre nail, but it's a 4-color ombre, and it's kind of in the reverse direction. So whereas I had black by the cuticle, this time black is going to be on the tip. I'm going in the opposite direction. So after the black, I'm going to go in with that dark maroon, bloody kind of red color. Then I'm going to go in with the bright red, and then I'm actually going to ombre a nude nail color into the red. So it's a 4-color ombre. I mean, we've got the space for it, right? With these tips, it's insane. And then using the nude at the cuticle area. So it's just a reverse ombre from the ombre that we did on the other finger. And here I go, adding that nude color. I'm not gonna lie, this ombre came out a lot better than I thought it was going to. I was feeling the ombres in this set. Like, my ombre game was on it. It's not on every day I do nails, but this day I was like, yeah, we got it today. The acrylics were working with me. They weren't drying out. I had the perfect like bead ratio to blend. It was looking good. Look at that. It looks great. On the ring finger, am I done? I'm not done. So a little bit more black. Got to make sure it's good. On the ring finger, I am going in with a clear acrylic nail. Just a full acrylic nail. Yeah, clear. So after this clear acrylic nail, I did build up the shape on this clear nail. So this nail was built up as, you know, as necessary for this kind of length. On the ring finger, on the middle finger with the smile line, I'm going in with a gel base coat because I want it to be sticky. I'm actually going to do an ombre, but with glitter. So I'm going to sugar this tip. So I'm just applying the base gel coat very, very nicely around that smile line and then all the way down the rest of the tip. And I'm taking 3 colors of the Recollections very, very fine glitter. I'm starting with black right around the smile line and making sure to butt it up all the way around so that there's no gaps. And then I'm lifting the glitter away to kind of ombre or lessen the amount of glitter that gets around at the area where I want another color. Then I'm going in with a darker maroon kind of glitter just to mimic the ombre that we did with the acrylic. Same thing, heavier where I want a lot of pigment and then lifting the glitter away where I want it to kind of fade off. And then on the tip of the nail, I'm going with a bright red. And the cool thing about using extra, extra fine glitters like this is that they really seep into the gel coat or the builder gel, whatever you're using. So you can kind of go back and forth with passes and layer or redo your your ombre. So as you can see, the maroon kind of took over the black a little bit. I can actually go back with the black like I'm doing right now and adding that, and that's going to soak into the gel that I use to kind of make the ombre perfect. So I cured for a full 60 seconds and then just brushing off with my fluffy brush, and there you go, it's on there. Beautiful, beautiful French ombre with glitter. So I'm gonna actually make this V a little bit deeper. I wanted a deep, deep, deep French here. So I'm just gonna go in with my same gel coat, base coat, and just, you know, kind of cheat that smile line a little bit because I didn't get it as sharp as I wanted to with the acrylic, but you know, you can fake it. I'm just gonna go in with a little bit more black glitter just to make it look like a very, very deep French line. So after applying more black glitter and curing for another 60 seconds, it is time to clear cap. So I just wanted to protect the hard work that I did and build up the strength of the nail just a tiny bit. I'm not wasting a lot. I'm using the Young Nails Speed Clear just to clear cap very quickly. I'm not building up an apex particularly large because, like I said, these nails are not to stay. They're just for fun. And my friend was telling me, like, I have respect for the women who wear their nails this long because these tips are really freaking heavy. Like, you can feel the weight on your fingers. So like, they must have really, really strong hands. Women who wear your nails this long, kudos to you, because I don't know. It was heavy. I've done it on myself before, and she was like, wow, like my fingers are actually hurting a bit. But yeah, I'm just clear capping all of the nails, especially the one that we just did the glitter on, making sure to build up the area where we don't have that nail bed color, because we did build it up fairly high. So just filling in that part of the nail where there's glitter to make sure that's an even and smooth nail. So after wrapping up the clear layer on the black nail, I actually went in on the thumb, the 4-color ombre, and added some foil gel, because I'm going to do some foil stickers on foil transfers on those. So I went in with my regular foil gel, cured for a minute, and I'm adding these kind of lacy rose vines, I guess is what you can call them, and I'm applying them all over the nail. So it is the ombre, and I wanted to also have some rose vines on there because we're going to be doing some 3D roses a little bit later. So as you can see, I'm just kind of placing them strategically wherever I want it to show. I didn't bother with the black tip of the nail because it didn't show all that much, but I am adding them on the lighter colors. After applying all of the transfers wherever I wanted them to be, I'm going to go in with another coat of base gel coat. I like to do this after applying foils because I just, I have done the whole monomer on transfer foils and then watching them just like rub away. So I'm just, terrified to just do it again. I always base coat and then apply acrylic on top, and it always seems to work for me. So I'm just now going to clear cap this nail after applying the foils and a layer of base gel coat and curing for a minute. And it's time to file. So I didn't have to go in too deep with these filing because I didn't actually shape the tips. I just slapped them on her fingers and went in with the designing. And we're keeping them stiletto. So if anything, I'm just trying to make the stiletto a little bit more pointy and just to clean up the sidewalls. But for the most part, there's not much to file here. And same as always, I am using my 5-in-1 carbide bit. This is a fine bit, and I'm just smoothing out the length of the nail. So because the nail is so long, I'm going just mostly up and down. I'm going around the cuticle area just to clean that up, especially because I have some darker colors, but because the nail is so long, going side to side would take forever. So I'm just going mostly down the length of the nail. And this is just to clean up the cuticle area a little bit, but mostly to smooth out the length of that nail. So like I always do, I go in after e-filing with my buffers. I'm using a medium grit buffer. And funny enough, when I went over the thumb actually popped right off her finger, and we just had a good laugh about it. She was actually on a Zoom call, and the people on Zoom saw her thumbnail fly off. It was so funny. So I just glued it back on, and it was fine. So now I'm going in with a glossy top coat on all of the nails right before we go into designing everything. So after applying that glossy top coat, she cured for a full 60 seconds. I didn't cure anything because it's not my hands. I'm going in with that Macart gem glue. I'm really enjoying the squeezy tube aspect of this gem glue, because the gem glue that I really love comes in a pot, and then you gotta get a brush dirty and then clean the brush after. And you know, this is nice and like sanitary. I really love this gem glue in a bottle, kind of. It definitely eliminates one step. So I added that. I added more glossy top coat, and now we're just gonna bling the crap out of this clear nail. As I've mentioned before, if you do this method to apply bling, please do understand that the longer the nail and the more, you know, gem glue that you use, gravity is a factor. Your items will shift over time. But it is a pro, because then you get to readjust anything that you don't like, take something off, you can start over. Yeah, so you'll see I'm placing them over time, because this nail is especially long. By the time I get to the end, everything's kind of shifting slowly, but it didn't matter. I didn't really mind. I am using rhinestones from all over. So you can see on the table, I have some red, regular rhinestones to the right. I have some Swarovski to the left. I have some clear AB stones. I've got some black Swarovski stones. I'm just using whatever. This set was mostly red and black, so I'm just using mostly crystal AB and different types of red rhinestones to do this. Look at how pretty that is. So everything is shifting. I'm just trying to move everything around, and then we'll have her cure for a full 60 seconds, and then this nail will be done, because I did add that clear top coat on top of the gem glue. So now moving on to the middle finger with the French glitter ombre, and I'm gonna do a rose. I've never done roses, so this was a learning curve, and I'm gonna do a rose kind of covering part of the French smile line. So I'm just going in, building beads. They're a lot flatter, and I'm warping the petals a little bit, lifting them in some corners, going underneath the petal to lift it a little bit. I just feel like this kind of flower design, you just kind of have to wing it and space the petals around, and then they gradually get smaller as they center towards the middle. And then I did some leaves, a little petal here or there, nothing special. I just think it was cool. One thing that I would do over though is that I was using the maroon color and black to do these petals. I would have done maybe the red and the maroon because it was just so dark, like you could barely see it after I was done. So in the future, I will use a lighter color in this instance because you couldn't really see all the details that I had put into like this leaf here. Yeah, that's the only thing I would change, but it still came out really beautiful. So on this black nail, I intended to cover the entire nail with roses. So like I did on the middle finger, I am dipping my brush into the maroon red and then into the black after to get a 2-color bead, and then I am building roses all over this nail. So you can just watch and enjoy that. I just kind of felt like the roses should have had a tiny bit of bling, but I kind of think I went overboard with the bling because, you know, that's how it is with rhinestones. You add one and then you gotta add them to everything. So I'm actually using my Zule bling adhesive because I had already top coated the nails, and some quick dry spray. I'm just adding a tiny dot of the Zule bling adhesive, adding some bling to the center or around the roses and the leaves and the petals, and then giving it a quick spray with the quick dry spray. And because I don't have any self-control when it comes to bling, I went in on the black finger and added rhinestones to all of the roses as well. There were a lot of roses on this finger. It took forever. It probably took like 10 days. It didn't take 10 days, but it felt like it. I was doing petals all the time and she didn't even mind, which is great. Get you some friends like that, y'all, that'll let you, you know, do some crap like this on their fingers and they'll just be like, it's okay, no problem. But yeah, I'm just adding a tiny drop of the Zule bling adhesive, adding some stones, and then just keep going. And when I'm done, just give it all a quick spray so that the resin is completely dry. And then, because I wasn't done with the rhinestones, I had to add some bling to this finger. So I feel like this finger I should have left alone because the rose foils, the rose and lace like foil were so like pretty. But I don't know, I was just in a blinging mood, so I went over this entire nail and added clusters of red, different shades of red, black, and crystal AB rhinestones down the entire nail. I know, guys. Yeah, I just didn't, I couldn't control myself. I had to rhinestone everything. And then for the final nail, I wanted to do a sugar nail with the glitter. You see I got the glitter on standby. I had already top coated the nail. I would have done it with like a top coat, but I'm just going to use my Zule Bling adhesive, adding a generous coat because I don't want it to dry too fast to the entire length of the nail. And then I'm just going to follow the same ombre that I did with the acrylic with the glitter like I did on that French nail. So I'm going to start with the red on the tip, give a nice healthy shaking on the tip, and then kind of lift away. As you see, I raised my hand a little bit to fade the red out, and then I'm going to go in with that maroon color and lift away as I'm trying to fade that maroon color, and then go in towards the cuticle area with the black glitter, and it kind of just soaks into that Zule Bling adhesive. And then when I'm ready to go, I just give it a quick spray with the quick spray, and then it's completely done. Brush, brush, brush with my fluffy brush. And then because I have no self-control, I went in and added some bling on top of that because like, I don't know what was going on that day. So I'm using the Zule Bling adhesive some more on top of the glitter and adding more bling. So the moral of the story is I have a bling problem, but bling is great, right? I'll have to, you know, work on some self-control in the future. And I didn't go down the whole nail. I just did a teeny bit. But yeah, this set was so fun and different and long, and I know my friend was so happy when we just popped them off at the end. But it was good practice, and I was in the vibe of Halloween. I'm still feeling it. I have some new videos coming out for you soon. So I hope you enjoyed this video. It is longer. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you want more from me, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.